Hi, I'm Erin Gruwell, an ordinary teacher who had an extraordinary experience with 150 students who affectionately call themselves freedom writers. Years ago, 150 students walked into my freshman English class at Wilson High, and the one thing they shared in common was they hated reading, they hated writing, and they hated me, their crazy English teacher. And over the 4 years they spent in room 203, these young people were able to put down their fist, put down that spray can, put down that gun, and pick up a pen. And their stories were bound together in a book called The Freedom Writer's Diary, which became this incredible international bestseller. Years later, teachers all over North America have been using this book with their students in their classrooms. And we found that these teachers had an amazing way of connecting with their students. These teachers have come together. They call themselves freedom writer teachers, passionate teachers who teach to a student and not to a test, gave them a platform, and they have penned their own story, a book called Teaching Hope. And in this book, you're going to have a gritty bird's eye view of everything that happens in classrooms, whether they're rural, urban, even some of our toughest juvenile halls, jails, and detention centers across our country. But each of these stories take us through that journey of what a teacher goes through in that academic school year. The giddiness, the anticipation, the disappointment, the challenges, that moment when they throw their hands up and they want to give up. But there's a moment when every kid has that aha moment. The light bulb goes on, there's an epiphany, and the teachers capture that moment when a kid feels that they've made a connection, that moment when a kid feels that they have a voice, that moment when a kid realizes that maybe, just maybe, education is the only way to liberate themselves. It's difficult, it's challenging, but every single one of these freedom writer teachers will echo that it's a calling, that there's no greater job for them, nothing more rewarding, and nothing more special than to reach each and every child that walks through their door. And so as a reader is reading these stories, these provocative stories, I think it's going to tug at their heartstrings. I think it's going to validate our profession. And I think more importantly, it's really going to allow all of us to understand how difficult and rewarding and challenging being a teacher is. And it makes me, as a teacher, an ordinary teacher, so very proud of the legacy they're leaving, and makes me proud of this profession. So as an English teacher, my homework assignment for you, the reader, is to pick up Teaching Hope and a box of Kleenex and to find yourself somewhere within the pages of this book, laughing and crying and celebrating these dynamic teachers who truly believe that every kid can make it. So please be a part of this incredible movement, and may you too be part of Teaching Hope.